There's a Brooklyn nonprofit that helps stock the shelves of smaller pantries, and it says it's providing 10 times more meals now than before the pandemic. The nonprofit's director tells CBS 2's Lisa Rozner grains are one of the hardest items they've been able to get for low-income New Yorkers.
This is the first humanitarian cargo ship carrying thousands of tons of wheat from Ukraine headed for an African country since Russia's invasion in February. The goal is to get grain back into global markets. It's a deal brokered by the UN World Food Program.
About 27 to 30% of all the grains and essential oils in that global food trading system comes from Ukraine and Russia. There are a number of countries, like Somalia, for example, where they're suffering from their third year of drought.
Somalia is one of the places the humanitarian organization Action Against Hunger has boots on the ground. The organization, headquartered in New York City, says some families have had to move away from rural regions there because there is no longer water available for daily use.
Amina Mohammed told me that she had to reduce the number of meals her family will consume in a day.
In the U.S., the nonprofit Campaign Against Hunger in East New York shows us the 5 shelves holding grains out of the 30 that used to be stocked. The organization distributes food to 14,000 families every week and supports 165 smaller pantries.
Prior to this hunger crisis, the average bag would have enough to feed a family of 4.
Several of these empty shelves would typically be for bread, but the campaign says it's so expensive they just haven't purchased any in months.
Today you see quinoa, and that's the only grain that's currently on the list.
The restaurant The Migrant Kitchen is limiting pastry options, but the crisis is also making it harder to give back through the Migrant Kitchen initiative, which feeds communities in need.
It affects margins, and so it puts a greater strain on the foundation to bring in private support.
And some say it could be months or years before there's significant improvement. In East New York, Brooklyn, Lisa Rozner, CBS 2 News.
Several of the organizations Lisa spoke with say they're also struggling to get volunteers. If you'd like to get involved, we have their links on our website, cbsnewyork.com.